So Steph Curry has been with the Golden State Warriors his entire career. But the Warriors, Russell's doing his Warriors shimmy right now. It's fitting. It's fitting.
That's one,
Yeah, exactly.
With the Bernie.
With that being said, I think the Warriors have been kind of a joke recently. No serious acquisitions this offseason. It's the way they're talking about, like, Steph's still one of the most impactful players in the game today, I believe. And they're talking about how they're planning on building the team after he's gone. As if, you know, they're thinking about a rebuild when they still got one of the best players in the NBA. I'll go ahead and put the links on the screen. And so this is the way they're talking. No major acquisitions, a bunch of old players. They struck out on trying to get LeBron James, and apparently they had no plan B or plan C. So Steph's on the Warriors, and I don't think he's competing for a championship anytime soon. Is he being too loyal? Is this organization not worth being committed to long term? What do you guys think?
I have a very hard time in 2026 with loyalty to an organization.
Yes.
I just have a hard time with it. I have a hard time with people who value it, and I have a hard time with players who, because it's not real. It's not real. And it's not what it was like in the 90s, let's say, or even the 2000s. Steph Curry surviving this era without getting traded would be an interesting little tidbit of his career. Sure. But if it leads to him being on uncompetitive teams and going out the same way Kobe went out, I'm not really interested in that. I would rather see him go to a contender. Like, what if he went to Miami and played with Giannis? Like, that'd be sick. Hopefully it's not him and Dame 2.0, but like, hopefully it's better than that.
He's such a good plug and play guy. I mean, how many rosters? If he goes to Boston, it's fascinating. If he goes to San Antonio, it's fascinating. If he goes to Denver, it's fascinating. Like, there's so many situations where you're like, are they championship favorites? The instant he's there, he's that kind of player.
And I'm one of the few that thinks he transcends eras too. So like, I totally get what you're saying. I think he'll be great wherever he goes.
Yeah, I think Steph definitely will age well too. Like, he could definitely play the Ray Allen role. Like, he hasn't had to yet in his career, but I mean, he's kind of doing it in a sense where everybody's just running around for him, and he has, you know, that stamina. Honestly, I think he's kind of doing that piece better than Ray Allen did. And Ray Allen was, I think, all time in that specific role where you kind of run to get, you know, like off ball to get your shot. Like, Ray Allen was the best at it, I think.
Before, what are his numbers? What are his numbers right now? 26. Yeah, at age 37. 26, 27 a game, 47, 39, 92 splits.
Again, but 39% from three on 11 attempts per game, not to mention how that changes up a defense. Like, that's the area I'm looking at. How many teams could use that in the modern NBA and thrive off of that? And so I'm with you, Russell, because as someone who, I feel like, because I'm a Kobe fan who was trying to cherish the last days of Kobe, I feel like I remember it more vividly than even his haters. Those last 3 years were freaking ugly. And I like ugly. They were painful to watch. Yes. Occasionally you'd have like a really awesome game where he would be efficient. He'd be making clutch shots down the stretch. But his legs just weren't there on top of injury after injury.
The 60 ball was amazing. The 60
ball is amazing, but seeing him hit 35% from the field throughout the year, watching him have games where, no joke, he'd be like 3 of 20 from the field, that was not fun. Well, you know, and I don't want Steph to go out where he's just a shot chucker for a terrible team. Because how much cooler would it have been if Kobe could have been competing? Now, to be fair, that means he's outside of a Lakers jersey. And as a Lakers fan,
you guys, I just heard a podcast with you, Mindcrime, and Scap, where you talked about how much you guys valued that. And I don't know. I think that is completely overvalued. If Steph Curry ends up on a championship team and gets another couple rings out the door, are you really going to cry because he didn't do it in Warriors blue?
No. And I don't think they didn't say that. And I didn't say that. First of all, I was okay with LeBron going to Philadelphia because a lot of old guys have done that. And even Mindcrime said he would have been okay if LeBron spent his entire career like in Cleveland and then goes on some team in the end. Again, Cleveland's Cleveland, so I'm okay with him leaving earlier than that, because it's Cleveland. But at the same time, like I just don't like seeing guys still good, still having what it takes to compete, and an organization going, we're already thinking about life after you. We're not serious about competing with you in your final years. For the rest of his life, he may never experience being on a contender again. To me, it's okay. Do something for yourself. Kevin Garnett still has a special place in the hearts of Minnesota fans.
Facts.
But we saw where that was going for years and years. It was time to make a change. So Russell, we're kind of on the same page on this. Now, with that being said, I fully recognize there's a lot of fans who just value that loyalty aspect. I still see Hakeem Olajuwon as a Rocket, even though he was on the Toronto Raptors. I still see Patrick Ewing as a Knick, even though he was a Sonic and a Magic and all that other stuff.
Exactly.
So to me, it's not a huge deal. But go ahead, Dario.
No, I was gonna say, I just think that it depends on how you do it, right?
Sure.
Like I think no one's beating up Giannis for kind of like, we know that Giannis wanted out of Milwaukee at a point. Like he could say whatever he wants. Like Milwaukee was not setting him up to win a championship anytime soon. They weren't making the right moves, and it made sense. And everybody understood why Giannis would want to move from there. And in this case, I think Steph's starting to kind of see the same thing, but where he has had the luxury of the Warriors have been a competent organization, and they literally just won a championship, 4 years ago? Sure, it wasn't because they put the greatest team around him, but they still put something around him to make it work. But now I think he's seeing the writing on the wall, and it seems like, because at least rumors are that he's kind of pushing towards like leaving, and they're probably gonna, I'd assume at some point they're gonna part ways.
I don't think he's pushing. I think he's indecisive. I don't think he knows what he wants right now. I think if he was pushing, it would happen, because they're already acting like they got one foot in the door of the rebuild. I mean, that's at least the way they're talking. And so I feel like if he asked for it, it'd be the KG thing all over again. I think they'd abide by it. And would they not get a massive haul? To be fair, I think they're getting a bigger haul than if KD's traded, if LeBron's traded, anybody in that age range. Yeah. Just because of the way Steph Curry plays, I think he's the biggest haul at this age.
Yeah.
You know what's weird though? I almost think that's not. I think it's because he has never left. I almost think there's more because
the haul's bigger.
It feels weird, but I almost think people, because Kevin Durant's been to a bunch of teams, he's been traded. It's almost like a car that loses value as soon as it comes off the lot. Like it's like it's almost how it feels. I know how silly that sounds, but that's how it feels when I'm
your logic isn't silly. I just don't think KD's a good comparison, because KD has been in these scenarios over and over again where people are thinking, I think he's going to win. I think this is the team where he might actually be a championship contender, and he keeps falling short.
Sure.
Steph, although he hasn't been on another team, he's won a championship now in 3 completely different scenarios. He did it with a young Klay Thompson, a young Draymond Green. Then he did it with Kevin Durant and the super team. Then he did it after those guys. And honestly, even in years after Klay's done, we're still thinking he's that guy. On Team USA, we saw him be that guy. In certain big games in the playoffs, we've seen him be that type of guy. We're not thinking his championship window's closed because Klay Thompson's left. Yeah, so although I get what you're saying to a certain extent, Steph has already demonstrated that he's a difference maker, okay, in a lot of different scenarios. And definitely I think that's a big aspect to it as well.
Damn. So what would be your favorite scenario?
I have several.
All right.
Miami would be fun, but I don't know. Miami's kind of getting a little bit.
Let's look at the league real quick.
To me, like,
I know
Miami does this thing where every like 10 years they show up and have this amazing team and win championships. And I'm like, I want something different. Personally, I think Denver. I think Denver would be so much fun.
Again, it's so funny that these are like Miami. We're thinking about Giannis and Lillard, even though Lillard wasn't in Miami, but just because of the Giannis pairing. with Denver, it's like the upgrade of Jamal Murray. And it's just like, it's like
talk about an upgrade.
Like,
Are you kidding?
The ultimate upgrade.
Even Steph at 37 is more. I'm sorry.
It's so funny.
Touch
the 3-point shooting. He moves off ball a lot more than Jamal Murray does. So like Jokic will find him with just the slightest amount of time to find him as an open shooter. He'll find him. Plus, I think that would rejuvenate both players. I think now seeing them join teams, they would see this is a championship window right here. So personally, I would love to see that as an objective basketball fan. As a Lakers fan, you should probably go to the East, Steph Curry. Definitely go out east. Yeah. Russell, you're muted.
I'm surprised you didn't say San Antonio, because I know that or at least I saw the rumor of San Antonio being willing to give up a haul for Steph. And genuinely, like me as a known Wemby hater, it would be so hard for me to be hating on Wemby and rooting for Steph at the same time, because I am a Steph fan. So like it would definitely be difficult. And I think, I do predict for San Antonio to fall off the mountain. And not to say that they won't make the playoffs, but I do expect a little bit of all of this, expectations of them winning multiple championships and stuff. I don't expect it. But if they get Steph Curry, a championship could be in their future. So.
But I like that San Antonio team as constructed. They've already shown they could be a championship contender as constructed. Plus, Wemby's really young. I don't need to see him with another superstar player, because by the time he's retired, assuming health, he'll probably have played with several. Okay. But Jokic, he's into his 30s now. And I'm sick and tired of seeing dudes like Scap Attack make videos taking a dump on Jamal Murray, acting like Jokic has never played with anybody. There's some truth to it, Scap, for sure. But I want to see him play with like a Steph Curry type. And is Jokic really as great as they all say? If you give him another superstar with the quality of Steph Curry, is it an automatic ring? Because that's what I hear.
The defensive side. I mean, granted, Jamal Murray's defense is not much better, but you're still gonna have that defensive liability in Steph. But honestly, they're already one of the greatest or a very great offensive team based off of the pace, all this other stuff because of Jokic alone. If you have Steph Curry in the mix there, like that, I would like just get I was about to say Red Zone. Oh my God, League Pass to watch the Nuggets play every single day.
Well, honestly, Steph Curry's box office, man. He's one of the most popular players in the league today. If he goes to any one of these teams in a different jersey as a contender, I gotta watch. If he goes to Denver, I got to watch. San Antonio, I got to watch. Goes to LA, plays with, we don't have anything to offer. But if he wouldn't play with Luka, I'd have to watch. Like, no matter where he went, I'd have to watch.
Yeah, he could add to Snow Time. It would be perfect.
I don't want to see Boston, though. That's the one I hear. And to me, that's the
one I was going to say. That's where he would easily shatter the most records, because he would take 25 to 43s every game. No excuses, by himself.
It just takes their exaggeration and exaggerates. It's not like a big difference maker. I don't know. But you're right. If we want to see him make 23s in a game, this is the place to do it.
1,000%. Joe Mazzulla, he just loves the threes with a sensual passion. And I just don't get it. It's just so gross. But they win. They win basketball games. It
hurt them in the playoffs recently because of that live by the three, die by the three. Oh, they died by the three.
It's just so frustrating. Like, it's the same thing I felt when the Bucks won the championship with Mike Budenholzer. I felt like that hurt them over time. I feel that the Celtics winning the championship in 2024 is going to hurt them over time, because they're going to keep Joe Mazzulla, who is not helping them. He is hurting them by making them chuck more threes than make any sense. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I was just about to say, I'm like, this is Russell's therapy session.
Dude, I want to be a Celtics fan again, and I can't.
Minnesota with Ant, that'd be fun. I mean,
they have LaMelo.
Many teams. Well, whatever. We ship LaMelo out.
I'm excited about that. You know
I
what?
am not excited
San
about that
Antonio.
team.
I
They're
feel good
going
about
out in the
them.
first
Minnesota's
round,
good.
okay?
You know what? They're going to make the first round. That's what matters. They will make the playoffs.
I'm putting my money on it. They're going out in the first round, okay?
I don't care.
Melo Ball and Ant
more about
ain't
them
working.
making it. They're not playing the play-in. They will be a nice regular season team for sure.
What if Steph goes to Philly?
That'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious. That would bring me a lot of joy.
Then he's probably going to be in the same situation when all those old dudes fall over grabbing their femurs. Okay, that's probably what's going to happen.
Honestly, I would have them as favorite to win the championship at that point.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Bro, okay. Genuinely, let's shift the conversation. In how many teams could Steph Curry go to and they become the favorites now that he's on the roster? Because I think there's a lot.
Let me clear this section.
I would say 1, 2, 3.
Wait, let's do it together.
Say them out loud.
Pistons,
right. Oklahoma
probably.
City.
Okay, Oklahoma City for sure.
Of course, because you guys ride the West, so we'll do the West first.
100%. Yeah.
San Antonio.
100%. Yes.
Nuggets.
Favorite?
I'm putting the Nuggets. If Steph Curry goes to the Denver Nuggets, I'm saying they're the favorite to win the championship. I don't care.
Anything, but okay. All right, Denver.
I can see Vegas saying that too and getting excited for sure.
Lakers. I don't think anybody else in the West.
It depends on who you give up. That's the other thing. Is who you give up to get.
I assume that if we're going to give up Steph Curry, it's either young pieces or a bunch of draft picks. So for the most part, I'm assuming your superstar contenders, you're not trading for a 39-year-old Steph Curry unless you plan on keeping your stars to put around him to try to compete for a championship.
Like if the Rockets kept all these guys and then added Steph Curry, sure, I could see that. Like,
I don't know.
I still don't have them as an easy favorites. To me, there's 3 teams in the West, so let's go East.
Yeah.
Okay.
Detroit. I think that to me, I think they'd be the favorite. You put Steph, you put Cade, how much they won last year. Steph is one of the most clutch players in the league. On top of that, I do think they'd be the favorites. I do.
They are super backcourt heavy. Oh my God. I don't know if they.
I'm not going with them being the favorites.
Celtics definitely would be the favorites. Celtics would definitely be the favorites.
Yes. Even though it's not my favorite fit, they'd be.
I need explanations. How can you say that the Celtics are the favorites?
I think Tatum and Curry is a very nice duo. And they would definitely win the East.
I think they depleted that team. Like that team is not the same team anymore.
Paul George is his third string. I don't like Paul George as any of your top 2 guys, but as a third guy, he can. Yeah, sure. I like that.
The defense, significant.
And they're just going to shoot threes, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that's the other thing. I feel like Boston would be this crazy wild card where it's like, are they hot from threes or are the threes not falling? If they're hot, it's over. That's just like Greg Popovich said this years ago. That's how it works.
But would you think that they could be OKC, the Spurs, Denver? I just don't.
If the threes are falling, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge if though. Like,
now if you have Steph Curry, there's a decent chance. Steph Curry and Jason Tatum, and it's not like the Boston isn't a great team as is. Now they gave up Jaylen Brown for a freaking old dude who's never done anything significant in his life. But anyway,
also to be fair, I wouldn't have picked the Knicks to beat any of those teams you said either, and they did.
So. The Knicks would be such a weird.
Yeah.
Like, how would that even work with Jaylen Brunson? But clearly, they'd be the favorites. I guess you just have Steph Curry as the 6th man.
Yeah.
That would be insane.
That'd be wild.
Nah. They'd probably have Steph at the 2 or something like that.
Anyway.
So we got 3 in the West. We got 5 or 6 with it combined with the East. But there's a couple teams we haven't mentioned. Oh, well, Philly, if you went Philly. So we're up to like 7 teams now.
Miami.
Favorite. Miami's 8.
Yeah,
because they're the favorites. If
you have Miami as the favorite of Steph Curry,
Giannis and Steph Curry.
Are you kidding me? You're getting blinded by 43 and 39. They got Bam Adebayo, they got Giannis, and you got Steph.
Yeah, that's a great team.
They're favorites. I'm sorry, they're favorites.
I'm cool on that,
bro. It's not about what you think. You're not Vegas. Like you're missing the point here. You are not Vegas. Vegas would definitely have them as a favorite.
Steph Curry makes the 39-year-old Steph Curry makes the Miami Heat the favorite.
You're the Steph fan. I can't believe you're saying this.
I am
talking about a Steph.
Just 2 years ago, I was saying Steph was top 5. He's slightly out
27 points per game, 11 threes a game, 40% from 3, 47% from the field. The drop off isn't that significant. Like
I'm cool. I'm not. I don't think Steph Curry.
Toronto Raptors, assuming Kawhi ends up going there, because we still need to know what goes on with his legal world.
Not able to play for a year or two.
I'm saying hypothetically he can play for the Raptors, and now they got Steph Curry
Kawhi
too.
and Steph, that'd be so weird.
We're close to 10 teams. If he's a favorite on 10 teams that he could go to, that means 1/3 of the league becomes the favorite if Steph Curry goes there. We're talking about a special player, man. Unless you're Dario. Apparently only 2 teams are the favorite.
Like all I'm saying is like a 5th of the league. Like not a 3rd. Like
how the heck is Miami? Like
I think
that interior, you've got a couple defensive player of the year.
Miami right now does not have a bench. They don't have Steph Curry's 39 years old. You cannot expect him to go.
The one thing the team is missing is everything Steph Curry provides. That is the biggest hole they
don't have a bench. Like, how are you going to win?
Yeah, but they'll get one.
Huh?
They will get a bench. They will get one.
I guarantee you
that works when you finish signing.
With no money, you're going to get like the
veterans minimum.
Yeah, it works. All these veterans are going to want to sign with you.
That's what happened with Miami when they got Bosch. You telling me Giannis in South Beach, Steph Curry in South Beach?
It's what's happening in Philadelphia right now. All these guys are rumored to go there. All these old dudes.
They would have had to get Steph when they got Giannis, and then let the free agents that were open to you. All the free agents are gone. The good ones are gone that would have signed the vet.
In your mind, the good ones are gone, but the names are not gone. That's what I'm saying. Like you're like, it's not like, again, it's not what Dario.
I don't even know what Russell meant.
That's fine. Comment section, please let me know what you think on that one, because I feel like I feel like I sound crazy, but I am a little bit nervous because we really, really believed in Milwaukee when they got Damian Lillard. Everyone did. Like everybody believed they were going to be a serious contender. It should have, but Damian declined. Coming off of Achilles, that it matters, and especially like living off of matches on the floor, even though you're a multi-millionaire. Like, that was
not smart. Not smart. Shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Miami's favorites. Let us hear about it in the comments.